See, pictures and people like this exist for a reason. This great experiment we call the United States of America dared to be different than any other country going far back as George Washington. And you can go watch my short but sweet commentary on George Washington's farewell address. I would advise you to still go read it, because there were people in this country that wanted him to be king after we kicked out King George III in Great Britain. And I think that speech is insightful. I didn't want to read the whole thing. That's one of those things that can make your throat dry real quick. And because of this great experiment, manifest destiny and other things, the California gold rush and the gold mines and all of the steel industries and our robber barons, we've become a nation that I would say is darn near obsessed with our capitalist views, with the ideal of the rags to riches. We can do that more than any other nation because we did not have or did not allow for the typical social statuses from the old world. The problem is that some of that attitude has crept into what we now call this great experiment known as the United States of America. And what I mean is that we're in an age where we're beyond people working for their money. Now we have people who fake whole statuses in order to get attention. Oh, I'm a heir to this famous family. I'm a Vanderbilt or Rockefeller. There's even a lady back in the late 1800s who passed herself off as Carnegie's daughter, but Carnegie had to ultimately go to court and say, this was not my child. This is not our first rodeo with scams. It's just that the online world makes it go viral a lot faster, and we have a good idea of who's doing it, and we can keep up with every aspect of their lives, such as their trials and things. But let's be honest, us who are citizens, netizens, we all have to take responsibility for this monster, this big supersized monster that's gotten out of control. See, we love our big houses, our nice, flashy, quick cars, our affluence, the act of being something, even if that's something that we're not and making money off of it. Now we're getting influencers such as the one who got exposed online for taking people's money and then never giving them the nutrition or fitness information that they were supposed to give people. We're finding out that the filters are all digital and not real. We find ourselves with this guy called the Tinder swindler who was taking lots of money from people and from women. And don't get me wrong, if you are a victim of these crimes, your lack of research is part of the reason that you were an easy target. It does not denigrate the fact that someone stole from you, because I don't like thieves. And I've certainly been swindled with my bank account getting cleaned out in 2023. Of course, my money was restored, but that's far and few between. See, this great experiment called the United States brings about these people who so bad want affluence they pretend to be something they're not. But let's have a deep discussion about why we're starting to see this romanticization as a good thing. You see, Anna Delvey didn't get as much pushback from normal people as you would think that she would, the average person. Because deep down, we know why. See, the gap between the rich and the poor is growing in the United States. And everyone loves a stick it to the rich story by pretending and infiltrating their little ranks. See, common sense would have told someone if they'd done just a little research that Anna Delvey wasn't who she put herself out to be. But you know what this whole romanticization of things means? It means our emotions, our heart takes over our head. Meaning that we'd much rather see things from our emotions than to investigated, because this woman got millions of dollars in loans, was living it up. And no one thought to question whether she was really a German heiress or not. Because you're riding an emotional wave, hoping that it's just as true as she says it is. See, that's what charisma gets you. But see, the thing with Anna Delvey is I feel like that she was a likable character because people like this rob from the rich to take from the poor, this whole Robin Hood thing. I should have added this in my fairy tale series, but didn't. Because although some of the people she took from were not nearly as rich as some of her higher end clients for all of her businesses that she wanted to start, it was the rich people that she took from and the people who she fooled and pulled a fast one on that fascinates us all. And let's be honest, she can get by with this because people are fascinated by getting at those who are wealthier than the rest of us. This sort of hidden Robin Hood, modern day Robin Hood revenge. Oh, she stuck it to the rich people, without us citizens and netizens dealing with the fact that you still have to deal with your want for affluence. Because your want for affluence, your big house, your supersized car sitting outside, your prestige, is still not making you any better or any worse of a person. It just means you are trapped in your own sense of greed. Well, all right, that's my quick rant. Thank you all for listening. Please put in the comments what you think. Have a great day.